The MG ZS is one of the most affordable compact, fully electric SUVs currently available in the Australian market. We had the chance to test drive the base model Excite for a week and put it through its paces, concluding that it is a well-rounded vehicle for the price point, which will likely convince many customers on the fence to take the plunge and go fully electric. The base model comes in just shy of $47,000 depending on which state or territory you live in, while the higher spec Essence costs almost $50,000. For your money, both models come with a range of features buyers may have come to expect, including a touchscreen, dedicated smartphone app, sat-nav, LED daytime driving lights, driver safety technology and 17-inch alloy wheels, to name but a few. The higher spec Essence comes with additional features such as heated front seats, panoramic roof, electric heated door mirrors and improved sound system, blind spot detection, wireless phone charger and more. Both models are available in 6 colours, though besides the standard York White, the others cost an additional $700. The model seen here is the Diamond Red Metallic. The new Excite boasts a front-mounted 130 kilowatt motor and 50.3 kilowatt battery, along with an improved 320 kilometre range while driving in eco mode. When accelerating more aggressively in normal or sport mode, total driving range can be expected to drop. In terms of performance, the ZS claims to accelerate from 0 to 100 in 8.1 seconds. While by no means the fastest EV in the Australian market, it still feels plenty quick enough out of the gates to suit most drivers. By all reports, this was a much more pleasant vehicle to be a passenger in with me behind the wheel. Many of the faster accelerating EVs we've tested were impressive off the mark, though left passengers feeling car sick. One issue I noticed with the MG was that at maximum acceleration the wheel pulled a bit to one side, likely owing to being front wheel drive. When accelerating normally, this is not really an issue however. Both the Excite and the top spec Essence come with a raft of smart safety features within the MG Pilot Driver Safety Technology package, some of which I enjoyed significantly more than others. Adaptive cruise control and intelligent cruise assist prove useful, where the vehicle will slow down to match the speed of vehicles in front and will take off again at traffic lights to return to the set speed, or catch up with the vehicle in front. The forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking were also quite effective and helpful. The emergency brake works well without being terrifying and will surely prevent many drivers from rear-ending someone on the road. The lane keep assist feature seemed finicky however, and would bleed its disapproval seemingly without provocation. Worse than this was the automatic lane keeping feature that at times jerked the steering wheel in my hands to keep me on the straight and narrow. Thankfully, this could be disabled, which I chose to do. Though I can see how it would protect drowsy drivers on long road trips, so it may be worth taking the time to get accustomed to. Another great feature was the intelligent headlight control, which switches between low and high beams automatically depending on oncoming traffic or conditions. This seemed to work really well. Blind spot detection and rear cross traffic alert were not included in the base model Excite and are only available in the Essence. Having driven other EVs with blind spot detection, I did notice its absence and wish it were included. In terms of in-cab features and comfort, I was happy with the dash and fit-out. The seats are fine, the headroom is ample, and the steering wheel comfortable. While the wheel can be adjusted up and down, it doesn't move forward or back, which may annoy some drivers, though it didn't really bother me. There seems to be ample storage space for drink bottles, cups, sunglasses and phones within the centre console and door spaces, while there are also a couple of different USB charging ports in the front and 2 in the back. Take note, however, that the wireless phone charging is only available in the Essence model and not the Excite. The 10.1-inch centred touchscreen is on par with competitors, though I found it not as responsive as I'd expected at first try. The reversing and side cameras are effective, though not at the highest resolution. For some this will be a turn-off, though personally I'd be fine with it. One actual glitch I encountered over the week I had the car was it not going to reverse when I turned the centre wheel controller. I actually had to turn the car off and on again on several occasions to overcome this, which was bizarre. I assumed that this was a software glitch rather than a driver error. If there was a safety feature preventing this, I couldn't find it, though after 2 days it stopped happening. Now let's talk about charging. For home charging, you will inevitably want a dedicated home charger, which will set you back at least a further $1,500 for a generic model, or closer to $3,000 for an installed MG Charge Hub, which come in either 7 kilowatts or 11 kilowatt versions. Charging times differ between the two MG chargers at 5 hours to fully charge on the 11 kilowatt version and 8 hours for the 7 kilowatt model. By comparison, charging on a regular 10 amp AC power outlet at home will take 18 hours to reach 80%. When it comes to fast chargers or public charging stations, keep in mind that the maximum charging rate for the ZS is 75 kilowatts for DC. meaning it can charge at the maximum rate for 22, 25 or 55 kilowatt charges. They won't derive any extra benefit on charges beyond the 75 kilowatt mark. This means that the very fastest ultra-rapid chargers that can deliver 350 kilowatts are superfluous on the ZS. The website states that on a 100 kilowatt DC fast charger, the ZS can achieve an 80% charge in 42 minutes, giving you some idea of its maximum charging potential. Finally, I'd like to touch on charging cost. The MG ZS EV reportedly consumes 17.3 kilowatts of electricity per 100 kilometers of driving. At an average price of 31.5 cents per kilowatt hour, this comes to $5.45 per 100 Ks. If you were to drive an average of 100 kilometers a week, it would add up to 5,200 kilometers annually, or a cost of $283 for the whole year. I have to say, this isn't bad for a full year of getting about. The question remains though, how much you're actually saving compared to a regular car. Well, the MG HS petrol equivalent consumes 7.3 litres per 100 Ks. At $1.90 a litre, that comes to just under $14 per 100, meaning the EV saves around $8.40 across the same distance. Calculated annually, driving the same distance of 100 kilometres a week, or 5,200 kilometres a year, the HS will use $721 of fuel at $1.90 a litre. This means the EV is $438 a year cheaper than the internal combustion model to run, which, while a good saving, won't come close to making up for the price difference in a hurry. I've included a full comparison on the website if you're interested. My final thoughts are that the MG ZS EV is almost a perfect substitute for the myriad of compact low and mid-tier petrol and diesel SUVs on the market. It's stylish and a pleasure to drive and does everything you would expect. As one of the most affordable EVs available in Australia today, I'd argue it's one of your best options for making the switch to electric. As with all EVs, however, there still are the dual issues of a higher upfront cost and reduced total driving range. While I can't see it being suitable for my parents who live in the country, I think it would be great for a city dweller such as myself. What I'm expecting is that two-car households will be making the switch to driving one EV such as the ZS in rapidly increasing numbers. On that note, I strongly suggest you get behind the wheel and take one for a test drive sometime soon. The link to my full review is available in the description, so please do go and check it out. If you are looking for a green car loan, come and talk to us at Savvy. We've helped literally thousands of Australians get behind the wheel of a new car with competitive interest rates based on their individual circumstances, and we would love to do the same for you.